As we mentioned before, the high school season isn't over. The football season is over, but Iovino is a three-sport athlete. Excels in baseball and does pretty well here in basketball. Again, plays small forward for the team. Not the best of shooters, not the best of offensive players, but can pass very well. Also defends very well, a high-effort guy. And that's always been his calling card on this team. The Garfield men's basketball team, the Boilermakers, are all right. They're fine. They're good. They made the playoffs. They're a good squad, but Iovino isn't the best player, probably the second or third best player on the team. It shows here he gets blocked and stuffed. But I asked Iovino, I asked Oli, what makes basketball so fun? He said it's so interesting where it helps in different ways. It's structured, but also a lot more reactive. And that helps him in the football sense, like outside of the play being called. Once that ball is hiked, anything and everything that can go wrong will go wrong. So playing basketball helps me be more reactive in football, in baseball, and in all the other aspects of my life. So he enjoys playing basketball. He's always had fun playing basketball. Again, more of a hustle effort guy than really everything. And he told me he had a really, really bad game here in this first round of the playoffs against Eastside High School. Turned the ball over, wasn't hitting shots, did not end up shooting too well, even though he did have, at the end of the game, a pretty decent stat sheet. Actually, one of the better playoff games in the history of the school, and we'll get to that in a little bit. But he said that there's no future in basketball, maybe intramurals, but that's about it. Always something just to play, keep in shape for the upcoming seasons. But nothing he was really too great at compared to everybody else. Again, where he sits in baseball, where he sits in football is not where he sits in basketball. Quite the opposite, actually. A good athlete and a great player, but not anything that's going to get him to the next level. That is for sure, as he told me. I asked his coach, Coach Hutchinson. He said it's fun having Oli on this team. He's a natural-born leader. He's a guy that understands the flow of the game. He knows where to be, where not to be. He understands his abilities and what he can and cannot do. But he also says he has surprises up his sleeve, just like every person does. There's some days he shoots a little better than others. There's some days where he can make some plays that he wasn't making before, but that's just kind of the athlete he is, where he's able to just unlock a new level every once in a while. It's super fun to be around, super fun to coach. He's a guy that has tremendous ability to make everyone around him better. He knows he's not going to shoot the lights out. We have guys for that. He knows he's not going to be the best scorer on the team. We have guys for that. So he's going to go and facilitate. He's going to make cuts. He's going to make the right reads, and that is what makes Oli so special. He's able to conform to the environment around him. While he's a star by nature, a star person, star personality, he doesn't need to be recognized as that to have a good time, to make his team better. He knows he's probably our third, maybe fourth best player. He knows that. He knows he's not a natural. He's more of a natural athlete than he is a natural basketball player, which is a difference. And again, we have guys who specialize in basketball are going to go on to the next level in basketball, whether that's 2, 3, or 1 division-wise. He's not going to do that. I think Oli could be a really good Division 2 player, but even then, he's still more of an athlete than a basketball player at this point. In this game against Eastside High School, it wasn't great. Again, Oli acknowledged he did not play well. His teammates didn't really pick up any of the slack. There was an injury. One of their top players was out with an MCL sprain for the playoffs. So a lot of the offensive load that usually isn't on Oli fell onto Oli. And again, just not the guy to go out and put up a whole bunch of points. Ended up having 12 and had a really, really good third quarter. Got a couple dunks, but also missed a few bunnies, as you see here. But was able to kind of get in the lane and score when he was going to score. He did hit a jumper or two in this one, but mostly a guy that's going to bully down someone smaller than him and use his strength and size. Just at 6'3". but still a lot stronger than a lot of people. Again, this isn't some insane league. Look at the hops on him, able to back his guy down and off verts, use that athleticism to dunk it left-handed too. That's one of the more impressive buckets we'll see from Oli all game. But just again, using his smarts to get by is how he does here in basketball. Gets fouled here, sits at 16 points and 16 rebounds. No assists, had the potential for a couple of them, but he just wasn't able to knock it down, it appears. And he knocks down both of those free throws to make it 18 points, 16 rebounds. He'll try a three-pointer here and cashes in his first three of the game, eclipsing 20 points on the day, 12 in this quarter alone. He's going to enter the fourth quarter with 21 points, 17 rebounds. He's tired. He's gassed. He's going to get it all the way to the cup. Tough shot. He won't get it. Get his own rebound and is altered on the shot at the end, so that will do it for his attempts here. End of the fourth quarter, and the Boilermakers down bad. Me and the rest of the boys were at this game. We traveled down. Great crowd here from Eastside. Basketball is one of their premier sports here. So look at this move by Iovino. Dude, when he did this, we went crazy. Absolute athlete. Spinning around, getting by, and putting it in the bucket for two. Another spin move, left-handed finish. Love to see it. They're not going to win this game. They're down by 20 here. Gets a big block at the ends at 25 points, 18 rebounds. Looking to start something here. Gets the ball back in good positioning. Able to drop step. Clanks it. Finds the 18-footer for the center and gets his first assist of the game. Here's his 20th rebound. It's the first time a Boilermaker has had 20 points and 20 rebounds in a game since 94. 94. So, a historic game. The first time in the playoffs since 87. So an historic day here for Oli, even though it came, and he'll tell you didn't have the best of games, but that is going to do it. A dunk here for good measures, 29 points, 23 rebounds, and that will be it. Eastside eliminates Garfield, and that will do it. The high school basketball career of Iovino is done in the playoffs. He went on to say, "This loss will haunt me for a while." His third sport. And this is his Super Bowl still. Kind of guy you're getting. And Iovino. See you next time for the story as it continues following Oli Iovino.